New on SportsCenter, Luka Doncic at the podium after the Lakers were eliminated.
I mean, yeah, it's very frustrating. I know some people wanted me back, but obviously I wasn't close to clearing. You know, there was some stuff in the media that went out that wasn't true. Nobody of those people, you know, saw me. You know, obviously I'm still doing recovery, so that's the first thing.
Luke, I think we're at about 5.5 weeks since the injury, and you told us the other day it was 8 weeks that the doctors told you. Did you even get to a point where you were able to try to ramp up, or like that was still a stage that you weren't kind of able to progress to?
Still not. You know, I'm doing the lifting, I'm doing running and shooting, but I haven't done contact and those stuff. You know, I wasn't clear yet, so those stuff will come in the next week or two probably.
Luka, I'm sure you didn't want to be thinking about some of this stuff now, but there are a lot of free agents on this team. The team has cap space. There are trades potentially that can be made. I'm just kind of curious, like, what's your vision for the future of this organization in terms of players, and what was it like to play with Austin and LeBron this season?
Honestly, I think this season, you know, obviously didn't end how we wanted. But I feel like the last push we made, you know, in the end of regular season, we thought that we can compete for championship. I think we had a great team. We had great chemistry, and obviously playing with AR and Bron was an unbelievable experience. They're two great players, and it was really fun to share a court with them.
Luka, when you signed your extension last summer, you helped to recruit Marcus and DA. Will you be trying to make sure you recruit LeBron, Austin, DA, and Marcus again this summer?
We'll see. Can't tell you nothing.
Hey, Luka. So we spent a lot of time last summer talking about your fitness journey to get ready for this season, and after being traded here, and obviously the year before you were coming off the finals. Like, what is an ideal summer for just you personally, as far as how you want to come into next season and spend this offseason?
I mean, first of all, I want to spend time with my daughters, and that's probably the only thing that is on my mind right now. And second of all, obviously, you know, get the work in and come back ready for the season.
Luka, looking back at that March, how important was that run? You know, I think you guys had 16-2 record in over 18 games. How important was that to kind of see this team clicking on all cylinders for you in your second year in the organization?
I mean, it was pretty amazing. I think the feeling in the locker room was very good. I think every time we stepped on the court, you know, everybody was fighting, and most importantly, everybody was having fun. So I think that run we made was pretty special. You know, obviously, I think me and AR got injured in the worst moments, so, you know, that's a little bit.
You can see their worst win-losses against a single opponent in a single season, including playoffs. Back in the day, they played a lot more often. 0-13 against the Celtics in the late 50s. These Thunder, Lakers played them 4 times, lost 8. Or excuse me, played them 8 times, lost all 8. 5 points. The game we just saw was the closest of them. Let's welcome in Danny Green, who has 3 rings, one of them with the Lakers. Danny, this was as close as it was in this series. You played in this league a long time. What did you see down the stretch?
I saw a lot of fight, man. I saw a lot of fight and pride in the Lakers, so hats off to them. Jackson Hayes was, you know, exceptional tonight. He was tremendous, amazing, incredible, his approach coming off the bench. You know, Rui made big plays. He knocked down shots. Just the team that is used to executing better in the clutch did. You know, SGA has missed the clutch of the year, and that's why he did that. He made the right play. His teammates followed his lead, and they made, you know, they executed when it mattered. Lakers did too. They got some good looks. Austin Reaves got a great look. It just didn't drop. But I think fatigue played a factor in this. You know, Lakers had to exert so much energy to stay with them and fight back, and being in a hole pretty much the whole series, that it wore on them. And when it came down the stretch, the team with the, you know, the more freshness had the mental, you know, fortitude to be in the game and not let it fatigue. So their mind was, you know, locked in and focused and executing their plays right.
Well, you mentioned freshness. We just heard SGA post-game talking about how the rust has been getting to him of late. He had 35 points in this one, his first 30-plus point game since the first round. So How did SGA turn it on when the Thunder needed him the most?
I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the Lakers defense. You know, they kept getting the ball out of his hands, forcing other guys to beat them. And those other guys answered the call. They did beat them for the most part. Tonight was the first game he got really loose. He got to that free throw line some. But this ain't nothing new for him. This is what he does. This is an average Tuesday. He goes in the gym. He gets to his spots. He knows how to get to the free throw line. He knows how to close out games. He's a super vet and about to be a 2-time MVP. So, you know, but the Lakers did a great job of him most of the series. You also got to give a lot of credit to A.J. Mitchell, Jared McCain, Casey Wallace, Isaiah Joe, like those other guys, and Chet had an amazing series as well. But A.J. Mitchell was clutch for them this whole series, and it allowed SGA to kind of get back into his rhythm and his flow.
And Danny, for so much of this season and postseason, we've assumed that the Thunder would be here, but it's the NBA, anything can happen. They're 8-0 in the playoffs, back-to-back sweeps, take out the Lakers in 4 games. How does the Thunder's level of play compare to the ceiling we've seen from them over the course of this 25-26 season?
It's pretty close. They aren't fully healthy, though, so we haven't got a chance to see what J-Dub looks like. They're going to need him, especially in this next series and in the finals if they want to be 2-time NBA champions. But they're pretty close to their ceiling. They've been playing exceptional basketball. They're playing at a high level. But, you know, this could be a gift and a curse. You know, it's great to be able to get the rest, but it might hurt them. They might get rusty. They haven't had much adversity throughout this playoff series, so it might get a little rocky when they actually do get some adversity and play against a tougher team, whether it's Minnesota or the San Antonio Spurs. And even if they get past that, in the finals, it's going to be tough. So I've been on both ends of the spectrum where I've had 2 sweeps and we weren't ready for that next round. We won the next 2 games, but then we lost in that series. I'd also been where we were down. But I think the ones that helped us the most are the ones that challenged us and prepared us for the next round. So I don't know how much these 2 teams that they played is going to prepare them for the next matchup. But I know Dagnall is a good coach, and he'll have them ready.
Well, Danny Green, stay with us because speaking of sweeps, we've got to point out that this is the 4th time LeBron James has been swept in his career. But this is the earliest one yet. The others were all in the conference finals or later. This one comes in the conference semis. And worth noting here, LeBron James now set to become an unrestricted free agent.
So, Maddie, it then becomes fair to ask if this is it for LeBron in LA. And if it is, it was a hell of a ride. When he joined the Lakers, ranked 7th in all-time scoring, but after more than 12,000 points in purple and gold, he's the all-time leading scorer past Kareem on that night, February 2023. More than 4,000 points clear now of anybody else. In the bubble, 2020, Bron brought the Lakers a 17th NBA title at the time. That tied the Celtics for most in league history. It also snapped a 9-year title drought for LA, their longest this century. And look, man, Father Time is and will remain undefeated, but LeBron's come as close as anybody to handed him an L. Before Bron, there were 5 30-point games by 40-year-olds. LeBron has more than tripled that with 16 30-point games by himself. He's 41. He's going to be 42 in December. Danny, you played with him, won a ring with him. LeBron and the Lakers season comes to an end here. If this is it